meeting people and learning how, understanding how things would be if I was here or there. And, and then nowadays I have the capacity to go places for extended periods of time. So, it's not even a question of whether I can go somewhere for a short time, back and forth. I really don't have a problem with flying in and out of anywhere nowadays. When I was a little younger, and it was like, big hassle, everything traveling, and it's just a lot of things, were just straight to the gym. I gotta hammer these workouts. You don't understand. I gotta do my 3 workouts a day. I gotta do my I'm missing this. I'm fucking crazy. You know what I mean? So, and I see that, I recognize that, and a lot of them are like, hey, just don't worry, just do what we're gonna do. You're gonna get it done. I've seen people just grind themselves into the ground, and I've already been there and come back from that. Suffered as a result of that, dealt with it. So I see it when it happens to people, not even just in MMA. Like, guy starts doing triathlon all of a sudden. He's so into it. He's so crazy because he knows so much more about it than other people because he actually put the time in and ran that extra mile and went and raced and did did these long races. And nobody's done that. So now he knows he's got this, back when nobody was doing this, I knew that I knew what was what. I had, 10 fights. Nobody knew that. So, you know what I mean? You get kind of fanatical real quick, and you go, right, that's what I'm saying. I'm not so crazy about this whole thing anymore. Now I'm just using what I have to work with to get where I gotta go.
You still enjoy
Well, it has to feel good that people come to you, though. Guys like Yancy Medeiros and guys come to you now for that expertise.
Yeah, it's fun. There's guys that come, people need to know things, and I got the answers for them. Sometimes it works. Sometimes stylistically, it works really good for them. I work really good with people. Sometimes stylistically, we don't, they don't like what I have to, and that's fine. And I get a lot of good out of those type of guys. Not everybody can do what I do. And, a lot of times I'm not fighting somebody that can do what I do. I'm fighting some crazy little strong dude who's, trying to win, a UFC title one time and fight a few fights. Probably, it's his little short time. I've been doing this the whole time. So, but you know what I mean? I'm going to have to fight someone like that. So it's good, and I've always had to fight someone like that, so I've always had these guys that, we don't stylistically, we don't really work out so good, but at the same time, I get great training with these people too, so, but then, as far as the people that are more so stylistically like me, we hit it off, we go good, but the downside is, I'm in Northern California, and not everybody's too thrilled on it. I think it's great. There's a lot of great things about where I live. Out in Northern California, we got lakes. Now I'm an hour from Sacramento, San Francisco. I go to Lake Tahoe in the summers. I'm freezing cold in the winter. I don't even go nowhere near that. You know what I mean? So, but I go up there in the summertime. I do some races. It's nice. It's what I like to do. So I like living there, and it's worked out for me.
How do you use your environment to train?
Seasonally, in the summertime, I'm usually doing a few races. Keeps me in good shape. When I, keeps me from getting hurt. Really, you don't have a lot of strength to work with after you go do a race, and you're trying to make a recovery week comeback. So you got to focus a lot on the technical aspect of things, and get around the getting hurt part. And that's not hard because you don't have a lot of strength and energy to go out there and beat yourself up. And by the time you do, you've already put a few recovery workouts in to get yourself, feeling good and back and training good. And
One of those athletes is able to do that.
I spend a few days teaching and giving a class maybe, and I'm completely drained and done for. I'm not going to train hard, but I'm going to go. This is where I'm going to get a lot of my important training out of this time. So,
What's different about being a regular endurance athlete and then being an MMA fighter?
It's an endurance athlete. A lot, you have certain types of MMA fighters, right? You got strong guys. You've got wrestlers, you got one-dimensional fighters, you got guys that are really skilled. You got some of these guys out there now really skilled doing jiu-jitsu, they're doing boxing, and they're, and they have to learn the right way to go. They're not just strong. They don't always get over on someone for being strong every time. So they've had to, in their training, they've had to find ways to take the path of least resistance, whether they're either strong or whether they've trained harder than someone, so they're not strong that day, and they put in the time to beat themselves down to where they're at this even strength level now, and now you're going to take the path of least resistance to get to where you're going.
What's your biggest advantage on
But you have a lot of fighters that they don't learn to take the path. They're just strong, and they get by like that. And you can, as a fan and as a fighter, you're gonna start to recognize these types of people that are doing this, and what you're seeing out there, and then you can kind of take your pick for yourself. That's what's fun about this whole MMA. And yeah, sure, it's fun. I'm gonna have a good time with that, just like anybody. It's a good time, Of course, it doesn't always mean you're a fighter. You got to go and do what I got to do.
Nick, could you talk about?
That doesn't always have to be fun either.